bad for your churn. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep that in the family, bro. For real, dog. I mean, that's just, I don't know. A lot of our people, though, we don't realize that it's our time because we so used to maybe our uncles, our grandpops, our pops, and whatnot doing the thing. But we don't realize that it's our time to step up. You know what I'm saying? And take on that responsibility and be the leaders or whatnot and shed light to the younger folk. Because a lot of the younger folk don't have nobody to actually learn from, too, you know? You got a lot of people who will see an issue or see a problem and they'll gossip and talk about it all day long amongst their friends or whatever like that, instead of actually taking action and addressing the situation, you know? Just gossip and talk about it all day long, man. All day long.
Hey, look, and it's a conversation that we need to have, but we've been live for the last 90 seconds, so people been able to kind of see your insight on what it is to lose your property to a company, to a corporation.
Right.
But this is the Bottom of the Bottle podcast, cuz.
Hey, if you're going to sit like that, raise your camera. Just...
Hey, man. We back, man. This is a special edition. I'm Jay Walking III. That's Carolina Dirt 803. And it's Friday Night Live, man, like we always do about this time. So you see the empty camera down at the bottom. He'll be back in just a moment. We're going to introduce y'all to JB, a.k.a. Jbizzo. Jbizzo got a whole lot going on, man. It's a family thing. We know a lot of extraordinary people that you might not know, and he's going to be added to that list in the pantheon of the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. So welcome, JB. What's happening with you, brother?
What up, family? Taking it easy, man. One day at a time, baby. You know, doing what I can do, you know? That's about it.
That's all.
How y'all doing, man?
Do. Another day in paradise, man. What's going on, Carolina?
Hey, nothing. This is a special episode for me because I've been down rocking with this dude for a long time and trying to get him on this, and we had to keep restructuring the days, but this dude right here, he's been one of the realest dudes I met, and I met him through somebody, and I still check in with him, so I want y'all to peep his intelligence, peep what he's saying, because he has diversified his craft, and he has his fingers in everything, but he a regular dude. I want y'all to know.
Oh, man, that means a lot, man.
Extraordinary things.
Wow.
Hey, extraordinary things.
No, my brother got a better intro. You already here with the intro?
Okay, so check this out, man. Look, this is first call like we always do about this time. JB, first call ain't nothing but we going to ask you 5 quick questions. They going to be random as hell. Ain't no right or wrong answer, no shit like that. And we just want to see how you feel, man. Let people get to know a little bit about you without letting them know too much about you. So, we start with your bio, cuz I like to be tough. Biggie or Pop?
Woo! Man, what if I say Machiavelli Biggie, man? Notorious Machiavelli.
You said Notorious Machiavelli.
The Notorious Machiavelli is the name of my next album.
I'm going to go with Pop.
I agree. I think, it's the age-old, did Big do enough work? And Pop did too much work. And while everybody want to say, or they beef was about similarities, I didn't think neither one of them was alike. You feel me?
Yeah.
But question two.
My sound's coming in and out real quick. Let me tap out and in real quick, man.
No worries. We gonna get it together, cuz. It's a hood production, man. And don't ever forget that, it don't matter what's in your bottle. It's in your bottle, cuz, or in your cup. Tonight, I'm gonna have a little bit of water. You feel me?
As they say, stay hydrated, my friend.
Stay thirsty, my friend.
Yeah, thirsty. But I say stay hydrated. I just got a little bit of Kool-Aid.
Okay. Yeah, gotta keep the sugar down.
Man, Kool-Aid was the best thing. I'm mad they don't show no Kool-Aid commercial on BT no more. The Kool-Aid man.
I don't know, man. I thought kids grow up so different, man. Kool-Aid was everything when we grew
Everything.
up.
After playing basketball, you
was
going to drink some Kool-Aid?
Okay. Kool-Aid and water.
We back now.
Oh, yeah. Lift your camera just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go.
Okay, so
All right.
First question was Biggie and Pac. You said Pac again. I agree. Second question.
Uh-huh.
On some superhero shit. You know all the X-Men and all the DC comics and all the Marvel comics. If you get to choose your power, what's your power gonna be?
Give me everything Black Panther had.
Everything Black Panther?
Everything Black Panther had.
The powers of the Black Panther have been stripped away. Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. Question number 3. Fast cars or big trucks?
Big trucks.
That's that country living, man.
Big trucks.
You can't take... Hey, man, I like to sit up high.
Like to sit up high.
You don't got to see me. I can see everything.
I like to sit up high. I like to have that muffle. I like to have that motor and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, give me
water
the
or fire?
Water. Give me water.
I know why you said that, and we're going to get back into that a little bit later, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I know y'all know why I say that. Oh, yeah.
My final question. Fear of needles or fear of reptiles?
Reptiles. I ain't scared. Really, I ain't scared. Only thing I'm scared of, goddamn snakes.
Yeah.
The thing about it, I can't even say I'm scared of that. I can't really, because at the same time, like if I'm faced off with one, that other self just kick in. You know what I'm saying?
Survival mode.
Yeah, dog, for real. And I might be eating snake for dinner, you know. So for real, that instinct gonna just kick in.
Okay, so bonus question before we get to Carolina 5. What you do when you face off with a snake?
I watch his movement, first off. And I got down back away slowly until I can get to a damn on butcher axe or something. For real.
Okay.
Yeah, how you treat people.
Oh, yeah. I back away real friendly and slowly. For real.
That was my 5. Carolina, hit him with your 5.
All right, we're going to go because I already know. We're going to go with that Bubba Caprice. We're going to go with that 95, 96 Impala SS.
Shit, Bubba Caprice, baby.
I already knew you were going to say that.
We're going
to go fried chicken or fried fish.
Too. So I'm going with fried fish, baby.
You going fried fish. All right, we're going I'm serious or back for the first time?
One more time.
We going I'm serious or we going back for the first time?
I'm serious, dog. I'm serious.
Beanie or freeway?
Beans.
Dirt roads and trees or city lights and light poles?
Dirt roads.
There we go. That was a quick 5. He did mine quick.
Dirt roads.
He was very confident.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. So, JB hails from St. Helena Island. For the people that don't really know the area, off the coast of Beaufort, we was having a conversation. The conversation that you was privy to before we did the regular intro was talk of the history of our people and the property in which we worked hard, fought, and died for being sussed out by corporations and things like that. So that was like the back half of the conversation. But you got a bunch of people that might be watching that have never been to South Carolina. Furthermore, if they've been to South Carolina, they haven't made it down to St. Helena Island. What would you tell them about where you from?
Get to know yourself, or get to know your ancestors. Get to know how it all started. Get to know the real story. You know, like real life, man. I run into people all day long who how we say today, got it out. We get it out the mud. They really got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? No education. No. All we had was just basic brute strength and a sound mind and spirituality. You know, got it out the field. You know, of feeding your families, being talked down to or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? By the people who don't have no common sense or sense of humanity. But knowing how to play the game by, okay, yeah, and just letting it fly so you can get that in, so you can make sure that food on the table at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's getting to know yourself and getting to know your heritage. I love home. You know, I can't say that many other people would say that, but I know a lot of things about it that maybe they don't know. So that's why I love it the way I do, and I don't take it for granted. Because if a lot of things that were to cut out today, even if technology, let's just use technology for example. If that was to cut out today, I'll still be able to survive. You know, if the grocery stores couldn't get the products on the shelves or whatnot, I'll still be able to survive. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of all we know is family down here. That's all we know is family. We know God first, family second. You know what I'm saying? That's all we know, regardless of whether, we don't know family can piss you off the worst or do you wrong or whatnot. But at the end of the day, you know, that one person that pissed you off, they're going to get it from everybody in the family and straighten up. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to look after that person. So real live blood is thicker than water. From the womb to the tomb, how they say, you know. But heritage.
That's a word.
Heritage.
Right. That's a word, man. So just to say your father, your grandfather, literally getting it out the mud, not figuratively. You live in the city and you hustle whatever you can hustle, but going out there on boats and pulling crabs out the ocean and shrimp out the ocean and living off what the land gave you, like that gotta give you a sense of pride. That gotta give you, that make you stick your chest out a little bit more than you know. People gonna look down on country people a lot of times, but they don't understand that I live and breathe this. This is not an insult. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that sentiment. You know, South Carolina has a deep history in general, and it's all the stuff that they don't want to talk about or teach in school, or this group of people is going to feel bad because of history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think they consider our group. And just like you got your rednecks, your Confederate flying, country living, white folks, you have a certain populace of the black folks that live their own version of that lifestyle.
Right. Right.
When's the first time you went out on that mission? You went out on the boat and you had to work with your hands. You had to dig in the mud.
Man, I actually started a documentary, man. It'll be coming out maybe next year, towards the end of next year. But the first time I went out was me and my cousin. We stole his grandfather's boat, speedboat or whatnot, and that was my first experience or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Me and him, a lot of my first experiences came from him. You know, but we stole his grandfather's speedboat, who's actually he was honored by one of the historic landmarks down here by Beneficent. His name is Captain Crip, that's what we call him. Captain Crip, my cousin. But that was my first time going out in the water when we stole a speedboat. And then the thing about it, the motor shut down on us in the middle of the ocean. And Lord have mercy. And the thing about it, I know what to do. Shit. He was doing what he doing. He was digging all in that motor at the same time. And all I had was the oil and digging in that water, getting us back, trying to get us back. But that motor, thank God, that motor fired back up and we got back going. But as far as like going in the water and doing some work, like crabbing or whatnot, that was about, I maybe was about like 14. Pulling them crab traps ain't no joke, bro. I'm talking about that's a workout. You got to be in shape, dog. That water will work you out, dog. For real. That water will work you out. Like how they say the linemen, like the O line and the D line, they in the trenches. Boy, you in the trenches. You pulling them crab traps, for real. That water will work you out, man.
I was gonna say that y'all always showed me and my family love. Well, ever since I met you, it was always about love. And then, you know, my family had several events where we went down there and we got the crab from your granddad, fresh out the water. He got out that morning. So with that being said, a lot of people are trying to figure out why these prices of seafood is going through the roof. And it was asked upon somebody I know asked a shrimper, and they said it's a lost art because the younger generation don't want to get out on that water and get this crab and shrimp, and that's another reason, other than what's going on with why the prices of shrimp. Like you get 2 pounds of crab leg, that thing will cost you like $40. So about the lost art of being out there in the salt water and crabbing and shrimping and whatever else, I want to give your granddad credit because he was always on point. Now, is that something that did you figure that art out, or is it something that you're learning through books and stuff?
No, you could never get that education like you can from the actual person or whatnot. Books you can read all day long, but until you get hands on, I mean, you ain't gonna really feel it. You ain't gonna really understand it. That's the only way you can grasp it once you get out there, man. Put hands on out there. So that's the only way.
You think it's gonna be a lost art to it?
No, as long as I'm alive, it ain't gonna be no lost art. As long as I'm alive, you know. That I mean, see, and true indeed, it may be 50-50 with the blame or whatnot, but you got the kids, you got to look at what's being pushed to the kids or whatnot. When they look on their phones or whatnot, they see mostly entertainment and sports, you know, so they don't really see anything about agriculture, you know, so that's where people who see what's missing come in to actually address that, you know what I'm saying? Like, be like, hey, you got this going on too, you know, and this is why this is important, because at night, when you hungry or when you get out the shower or whatnot, you come to the dinner table and mama done cook that food. This is where that food coming from, you know. So it's money in that, and the reason why the prices may be going up is because of the economy. Look at wood; it's so expensive to build a house right now. Wood is so expensive right now, you know. But yeah, man, we just got to really be hands on. We got to really take action with our youth, dog. You know, we can say they bad, they won't shoot guns and this and that, yada yada yada. You know, but yeah, I mean, shit, go slap them upside the head or whatnot. You know, go tell their older cousin or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Go and grab them whatnot. You know, so I mean, we just got to take action, bro. And that's out of love, though, man. You know, that's just out of love.
Well, I think that's a misconception. People don't understand what's out of love and what's out of discipline and love. Two different things.
Most definitely.
So you can get discipline and not get no love behind it, but there's a lot of love to getting slapped upside the head, getting pushed to the ground in the dirt, being able to get back up. It's all lessons being learned. And I think a lot of this generation don't understand it's okay to get pushed down. You just got to get yourself back up. And that's what I think some people
about it.
Yeah, not cry about it. People run the social media and everything else. You know, all the times we got pushed down and beat up and all that by our cousins, and then the next day or the next time we playing basketball in the dirt, or you run to the corner store. It's like kids don't believe that these days.
We used to box. We used to box our cousins, and it was never like it would always get too serious, but you already knew better because it's your cousin. You got to be back the next day.
I would rather get it from a family member than a stranger in the street, for real.
Oh, most definitely.
Hey,
yeah,
it's two different treatments. It's two different treatments.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna keep a little bit of this history thing going, and then we're gonna go to the business endeavors. They refer to it sometimes as Gullah Island. We got Gullah and we got Geechee. Give the people a short synopsis on what it means to be Gullah.
To be from the Sea Islands. That's what it means to be Gullah, whatnot. To be right here from the water, be from the coast, whatnot. You can't have one without the other. You know, you can't have Gullah without Geechee. You can't have Geechee without Gullah. So I don't know why whoever would try to separate those two or whatnot, but to be Gullah Geechee, you actually have to experience from yourself, man, for yourself. Actually, you got to come down here and see what's going on, and see the way of life, how people actually survive down here. You know,
you got some words and that you can say for some people that don't know it if they hear it.
Yeah, come on, yeah, you'll see what's going on. Come on, Ryan.
Right, the people that's not from there locally would call it broken English, and I don't know what they saying.
Oh, country ass.
Yeah. The thing about it, they can think we ignorant, but you have some of the smartest people that's from right here. Just know how to put it. That's just like how you have Asians and Africans, people that know multiple languages or whatnot. How can you say that these people are ignorant? They speak multiple languages, man. How? That's just facts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
So we said all of that, you know, and we spoke about the history, and I think there's another show in there. I definitely want you to come back anytime you're doing any projects, but definitely when you finish your documentary, we want to come back and make sure that gets previewed.
Okay.
I like the way we opened it up based on the conversations that we was having, because you are an artist. You do and have been in the music game, in the music industry for 15, 16 years now at this point?
Plus, yep.
So we talking about 15, 16 years of experience as an MC. You see what kind of subject matter we was on. If that don't make you go listen to the music, I don't know what else to tell you. So let's start at the beginning, boss. I mean, we talked about Pac and Big. What's the song or songs or era that made you be like, I'm about to do this shit?
Me Against the World. Me Against the World. Off of Tupac album. Me Against the World. It's just me against the world, babe. My brother used to play that like every morning or whatnot. He used to play it every morning. Till one day it actually like sank in. Listening to it bar for bar, metaphor for metaphor. I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. He definitely one of the people that influenced me, man. My older brother, G Code. Shout out to G Code. Yeah.
So how old are you when it do sink in? How old are you at this time?
13, 14.
And how long before you decided this is what you was gonna do? You start finagling it to the first recorded song you ever did?
My freshman year in high school, 94.
Okay. So about 2 years?
Yep. 2 years. When I actually put something out there, and then just watching people's reaction, you know, and being like, wow, you know.
What was the first song? What was that song?
Whew, it was called like Deep in the Dirty Below. Deep in the Dirty Below. With me and my dog Bim Jim. We started D.I.B together, Dirty Island Boyz, Bim Jim.
Yeah. Shout out Bim Jim.
Yeah, Bim Jim.
Yeah. Shout out to my dog, man. Then, you know, it was either rapping and basketball or whatnot. Finished high school, went on college.
Hold up, man. Man, don't shy away from that, bro. Tell me how you used to bust some cats on the court, man. Come on, now. Don't be like that, man. Tell them what it is. Tell them what it is, man.
Yeah, I'm that nigga. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like that was really my first love, you know what I'm saying, hooping. You know,
there we go.
Basketball was really my first, well, it is my first love. And I'm still involved to this day, just more pointing and telling you how and techniques, showing techniques.
Okay, so who back then was on the court heavy around that you was busting their ass? So people know.
Who was heavy?
Yeah, who was heavy back then that you were just busting ass? Because I know Benedict, I know Voorhees, I know you used to run through them games.
That's why I was about to say. I started I started at Benedict. I was dropped off at Benedict. Had to sign for a student loan or whatnot. I walked on, ended up getting a uniform, was going to USC. And the thing about it, going to play at USC, like in my leisure or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the cats like Antonio Grant, this is around Antonio Grant and the boys playing with USC. And the boys, like, they tried to get me on the squad or whatnot, but my with USC to transfer from Benedict to there, but it didn't work out. You know, another scout was there from an HBCU from Boys College. He was there too. He told the men's coach, so the men's coach invited me down. And so I went down and did some ran through some drills for him. He came up to Benedict and made sure I was able to transfer to Voorhees. Started playing with Voorhees, and then that's really when I can say that's really when my college life really kicked off, when I went to Voorhees or whatnot. You know, I experienced like real live brotherhood from the basketball team to my frat.
Go ahead, holler at your frat.
Huh?
Go ahead and holler at your frat real quick. Go ahead and give him a shout out.
I-5T, what up, man? Iona Phi Theta, baby. Yes, sir. Morgan State College, baby. Yes, sir. Kirk Stadium. Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
But, from Voorhees or whatnot, that's when I actually experienced like real live brotherhood from the basketball team to the frat, you know what I'm saying? Even like on campus or whatnot. So it was real close knit, like a family environment. Finished that. I used to go to like in the off season or whatnot, me and my dog E-Money. Shout out to my dog Money from DC. Used to go to camps. Okay. Coach Eastman, he actually was assisting with the Celtics and Clips or whatnot. I used to go to his camps, and he was like, man, listen. And we used to go out there with the top D1 players and whatnot, with Saul Smith and all the boys out there. And like we turned Hayes, bro. They was trying to snatch us from Voorhees. But we stuck, got it going, finished school or whatnot, went out to the NBA Summer League trial or whatnot, you know. Things ain't go like how I wanted to. Came back to the crib, started coaching. And then, you know what I'm saying, just went hard with the music at the same time. And that's what really got down, where that buzz came from, linked up with Swamp Izzo and them boys, dropped the mixtape, and just was going with it, man. You know, just going with it, just doing what it do. So
real quick, because of that timeline, didn't you used to have your host your own festival with car show and bike show and all that, the Gullah Fest? Go ahead and tell us about that.
That was the South Cat Outback Festival. We had the Kids Fun Day, we had the basketball tournament, we had the car show, we had the home run derby, we had a lot of food vendors, we had a lot of different type of vendors and whatnot. We had people from Mississippi, Florida, North Carolina, New York come down to the event. It was real huge. We did it for like 4 years in advance. Shout out to my dog Mike Dawson. Shout out to KD. And we did it. It was real good, man. So I mean, just thinking about this, you know what I'm saying, like everything was like kind of like everything was really like community like based, just like doing things with the community and building up good vibes and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you asked that question, man. I did a lot of shit, bro.
You did a lot of shit.
Yeah, boy.
That's where you get the wealth from, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's wealth in knowledge too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get a dollar and everything, but it's wealth and knowledge too.
Yeah.
And so far, the theme for your life has been family, has been community, has been brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you, and it's just to go back to the basketball and tie it in. What position were you playing?
I was a combo guard. I was point two guard, healthy point two guard, 6'3", 230 pounds. I'm talking about
Oh,
like,
he was Baron
check this
Davis.
out.
I was about to say baby Sean Kemp.
Hey, when I went out to LA to the NBA Summer League, right? So like I really I have no agent, so I had no representation. And so you have people with representation and whatnot. So they got put on good teams, the highlight team. So on my team or whatnot, I was like the tallest cat. So they put a 7 foot. So I had to guard a 7 footer, bro. I'm like, I'm looking at Money because me and Money went out there at the same time. So I'm looking at Money. I'm like, man, you see this? And so, hey, and Money just threw his hands up. So, do what it do. So I had to guard him. So I got physical. I'm throwing bowls and everything. I'm talking about lower back, throwing knees and everything at him. You know what I'm saying? and so, so he's the big 7 footer. He doing his thing or whatnot. But I don't remember him really like turning on the show. But boy, I can see that fear in his eye when I got the ball. When he saw me bringing the ball up, boy. And boy, I'm talking about put on the show, and I think that's what actually turned heads because one of the coaches was like, "Hey, Holmes, listen, man, if you stay out here, somebody gonna pick you up or whatnot." But I didn't stay. I came back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And I think about that all the time. But and then when I think about it, life has still been good for myself, man. Life's still good to this day. With a lot of things that I got going on right now. So, but
and
yeah,
that's
man.
the life lesson, man. Like I say, like these young kids equate everything to the shiny things and the instant gratification of social media and I got this and I got that. But with all the opportunities that you've used each one of those opportunities to continue to provide for your family.
Yes, sir.
Continue to look out for your community. Continue to educate others. I want to give you a minute to just talk about your most recent projects that you got coming up in the music, where they can find you at. I'll give you the floor.
So you can go on Google and you can type in B.I.Z.O Bizzo, Beneficent, Indomitable, Zealous, Opulent. My most
What's
recent
B.I.Z.O
project that's
about?
out, huh?
What's B.I.Z.O mean?
Beneficent, Indomitable, Zeal, Opulence. And so Coastal Hustle Season 1, that's my most recent project. It's on all digital platforms. You can type it in. You can type in Dirty Island Boyz. It'll pop up. It'll pop up. You can go on YouTube, Google, all that. It's on Spotify. It's on Tidal. It's on Cdbaby. It's on all digital platforms and whatnot. So that's the most recent project. I'm actually still in the booth right now. Got a project that's coming out real soon. Working with Rick the Russian on this project. So be on the lookout for that. Yep.
How is it? Because I've been listening to your music for a long time, and one thing that has always been consistent, other than your wordplay, is your production. And a lot of people can't say that because me and my brother, we always talk all the time. One thing you can't deny Ross is his production. So you've recorded at many people's houses, set up studios, recorded studios, whether it be in GA, whether it be in Columbia, whether it be in Beaufort, whether it be in Charleston, you all will record. But what I can say, every music that I've listened to from you, the quality of music has been high. And we got to think now. I don't want to age you out, but back in the day when you were passing out CDs, your quality was high. Which speak volumes because cats give you CDs back then. It was either off, you couldn't hear the words, the absence was too high. All your shit was leveled out to say he takes this serious.
Yeah, no doubt. I wasn't afraid to ask questions or whatnot. I'm a humble cat, man. I'm a humble cat. Nobody knows it all. Whatever it is. So in order to get better, you got to put yourself around people that's doing it at a higher level than yourself. So and that's what it did. I mean, I know a lot. I know a few good engineers. Like I ain't gonna say a few good. They better than good. They master engineers. And that's basically it. The quality speaks. I mean, you just what you got to invest in yourself, man. You got to invest in yourself. I mean, if I want the radio to play my music, if I want like people to use it for a movie soundtrack and all that, they got to be on point. You got to meet the standards and stuff. So, and it's well worth the investment. It's well worth the investment.
Well, you transitioned because you came out of early 2000s down south, everybody know what that music was. But even within those tracks, you always gave you that art, that quality art, the strings. We're gonna take out the bass notes. We're gonna add this. We're gonna make your nose flare. We're gonna make your ears ring. We're gonna put a bop in your neck. Like, you found a way to do that with your music and still be independent. Because everybody that I ever heard let you hear your tracks have talked about the quality and the arrangements of your tracks and how you can do your ad libs and all that. Do you take pride in that? In saying when you see other people in the booth and they not doing it right, do you coach them up, or you just be like, it took me time to get it, I'm gonna let you take time to get it?
Well, I'm big on authenticity, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just being themselves. Unless they ask. If they don't ask, I don't say that. If they ask, then I'll say something, you know. People got to grow into themselves naturally. I think that's the best way. Versus, I can't tell nobody to do it the way I did it because it might not work for them, you know. But unless they ask, I don't say nothing.
I can dig that. No, I mean, and it's real. First off, as an artist, a rapper, singer, creator, whatever, it's that Erykah Badu. I'm sensitive about my ish. You feel me? So, constructive criticism is needed, but it's not always wanted. You feel me? You
Facts.
get in that booth and you got an idea of how you want this bar to be structured, and no matter how you say this bar, it ain't coming out right.
Yeah.
And one of your homeboys come in, the engineer listen, producer listen, and be like, hey, take that out and say that and fix it, and you still be mad. You know what I'm saying? Because they infringing upon your creative spirit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hard thing about music. I think, you know, music, sports, comedy, artistry, it all has a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Is there something like, where does your inspiration come from day to day on recording, on coming up with a community project? Like, how do you manage your need to create?
That comes from the salt water. Salt water get everything.
Straight out that water, baby.
The water get everything.
The depth of the eye, baby. Yeah. I mean, everything is spiritual with me, dog. Like you'll give me a beat, and unless the producer that gives me that beat or the beat maker that makes that beat and be like, hey man, I'm trying to submit something to so and so. Can you come up with something for me and so I can submit it to them by tomorrow? Then I'll put a rush on it. But other than that, everything is spiritual. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't rush nothing, dog. I don't rush nothing, because once it's out there, it's out there. And you better be talking some stuff, man.
Man,
you better be giving some wisdom. You ain't giving no wisdom. What you doing, man? You putting poison out there.
Man, you already know I'm about to ask you. Bruh. So I hit your cousin up. He making a beat. And I said, bro, I think about that beat for longest. So the next day I came over there, he making that beat. I said, well, how about you change this and change that? About a month later, it might not even been a month later, I heard your verse. How long did it take you to write Can You Handle It?
Let me tell you, man. Me and that boy, and me and that guy, boy, we got a chemistry, dog. And it's deeper than blood now. It's deeper than blood. When God planted a seed in each one of us, God put a purpose in us, dog. Me and that boy got a chemistry, man. For real now. I'm telling you.
I wanted to get my Kanye right. You know, Kanye give everybody rights to a song. They help him out. Bro, when I asked him to switch them, I think I had him ask him to switch the snares or something else like that, and he sent it to you. When you came back with that, did you know you killed it?
Hell, to tell you the truth, man, and JT, for real, dog, like, I'm such a spiritual person, dog, like, for real, man. Like, I talk to myself, and I'm very critical, dog, like, and I don't want to say like I'm knocking the next man or whatever like that, but I listen to lyrics more than anything.
Right.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, hard beat to come on. Nah, nod my head. And maybe after the first 60 seconds or whatever like that, I'll probably wake up and be like, all right, what is motherfucker saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll go to listen to them lyrics, you know? And I'm not gonna lie to you now, them lyrics will turn me completely off from the song, dog. For real.
Oh,
it'll turn me off. It'll turn me off. But you know what I'll do? I'll go and get the instrumental and write my own songs.
So you wasn't talking about nothing, but we'll fix
Hey,
it.
with respect, and I'll be like, hey, JT, hey, Joe Side, man, y'all put a 12 or 16 on this, man.
I know that's right, man.
Hey, but hold on real quick, because that wasn't the only song. There was another song you did.
Uh-huh.
I asked Joe Side, I said, hey, bro, I think this would be the South Carolina anthem. I need you to write to it. And you know he is very when it comes to writing and his shit, you know he real skeptical of everything. Yeah, sensitive. That say something.
Yo.
That's what I told him. And I thought he was gonna do it. He was like, nah, I gave it to Jack. I was like, you did what? He's like, nah, I gave that to Jack.
Yo, you know he put a verse on it, right?
I don't remember the verse.
So I got a verse on it, man. Everything Joe Side put a verse on, blood spill.
Oh, he be rapping.
Straight up.
He be rapping.
He one of my favorite artists, dog.
Well, he said about you. He said
he
about you.
He one of my favorite artists, dog, for real.
So what you thought about Say Something?
I like how it brought everybody together.
I like the original more than the remix.
I like exactly. Yeah, a lot of people love the original. I love just the whole vibe to it, how it brought everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Gave everybody a reason to like just turn up. You know, like that happened like unexpectedly. I didn't. But in the other song, I don't project or people gonna like it. No, I don't know. I don't look through. I don't write for that. I write basically on how I feel and what I want to hear or what. And basically, what I want to hear is what somebody else want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm just more of a people's
That's
person.
not true, because some people don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
That's very facts. Facts,
right.
brother.
Some people don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, they just want to hear. Yeah, you're right, now. As long as you can goddamn gonna ride to the beat and say anything. Yeah, you're right, now. You're right about that.
Man.
Yeah.
Music for me is a beautiful thing. It's therapeutic. It helps you get a lot of that stress off. It's kind of like it's sparring with yourself. I never wrote too many verses that I like. I never heard too many songs that I was ever on that I like. But I also am trying to overachieve. Like, I have an idea of what I'm going to do. And sometimes I reach it and sometimes I don't.
You did with the Al Green joint.
I'm just saying, like, it's kind of going off of what JB said. You don't know how people are going to receive the things that you do. You feel me? I'm sure there have been verses that you've done that you was like, it's in the can, I got it done. And then people heard it and they went crazy for it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, how often do you reach that Bruce Leroy got the glow level where you know you hit on your mark?
When I'm in the yo by myself. When I'm in the yo by myself and they ain't no, you know what I'm saying, like there's no pressure or no push to finish writing your verse by the end of this session. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody in there, we all write to the same beat.
Right.
You know, so just when I got time to let it marinate, you know.
Well, let me ask you this: since you said it, you and Joe Side, y'all did a lot of music together. Has he ever made you rewrite your verse?
I don't think so. I can't recall that. I can't recall.
I have. I done heard somebody verse.
Oh, you talking about on that?
Rip the paper.
Just
rip the paper in half.
Oh, like I'm telling you now, when it comes to that, like as far as like rewriting a verse or whatnot, like I'll be like, BJ, you need to finish this song by yourself. Like this is your song.
Let me put this pen up. You can have this notepad. I'm straight. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it's been many times back in the day. I'll show up at like 3:00 in the morning. You know, he got a little studio and he banging them out. He got the headphones. He got the headphones cocked to the side. He got bottles everywhere, and he just, bruh, it's gonna be just like this. His keyboard is doing this number right here. His keyboard is doing just like this, bruh. He banging a beat out, and I'd be like, when he done, I'd be like, man, that shit hard. He'd be like, I don't like it. Delete, and I'd be like, bruh, he's deleted so many hard beats.
Right.
He's super critical of himself, but I think any artist that got something that they trying to convey, whether that's spirit, spirituality, thought provoke, whatever they trying to convey, I think they're gonna be hard on themselves, man.
Yeah, and that's me too. That's me.
Right. In order for you to get that quality, but I'm off the music thing for a second, man, because you got a super dope project on right now, man. Super dope. You raising up the younger generations. You know what I'm saying? And you giving them something that we need to offer more than basketball, more than football, more than being a rapper. You feel me?
More than
and
trapping.
There's nothing wrong with none of those things, but it definitely, like my brother always say, is about choices. And the more options you have, the better choices you can make. Let us know what Altitude Academy 727 is.
Altitude Academy is a program that encourages and educate kids. We encourage them to get an early start in aerospace. It came about because it's something that I didn't know anything about until like later on or whatnot. So it's something that kids can actually get involved in right out of high school. And you can have a very lucrative career, like 4 years in it, regardless of what you're doing. As long as you got passion, that's anything, though. As long as you got passion, you can do it. But Altitude Academy, it encourages kids to get into aerospace. And we have about 37 kids that signed up for the program right now. We took them all. We got like 5 aircrafts that's devoted to our program. We recognize as a charitable organization in the state of South Carolina. Filed the 501c, waiting for the feds to send that letter back for our status. This weekend right here, we just doing a trunk or treat, just doing holidays. We do a lot of like mentoring events with them too, you know, as well as exposing them to a lot of aviation things going on. We got like 4 kids that actually got selected for a lift camp to start their pilot license training, their flight training. So
you really out here teaching kids or showing kids that if they want to fly, they can fly.
You can fly. You can fly. You can build them. You can run airports. You know, you can regulate. You can do it all. There's no limit, and this is how you can do it. And that's the thing about it. Like a lot of people don't know how to go about, and that's where Altitude Academy is bridging that gap at. This is the way to do it.
You gave him a nice option in this world. Like if a kid is, I don't want to do karate, I don't want to do basketball, soccer, run to it. Like a kid give every excuse not to do a physical activity. He probably gonna say he wouldn't mind looking at a plane up close.
Yeah. He
wouldn't mind somebody from the same area as him as being you, thinking that planes are cool.
Right.
A young female saying, "There's nothing but a whole bunch of boys over there, but I can do that."
Yep.
And bring her in and show them up.
Yep.
Like what you doing is you know, my brother reposted all the time. I reposted. We commend you
I thank
on.
y'all for that, man. Appreciate that.
I commend you on that. Just the effort of giving option. The effort of giving option is like, it's so important. Like you probably done saved 2-3 lives and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
And you should I ain't gonna say have pride in it, but you should pat yourself on the back because you know where you at, you know where you from, you know where they could be headed. So to give them that option, just to give them that option, I think you need to be commended whether it's within the town, whether it's within the organization itself, or
The
shit. I'm
state.
telling you. Well, yeah, I'm telling you. Like that's dope.
Yeah.
How do you? Is there a way for outsiders as they catch this project, this nonprofit Altitude Academy? How can they support it? Maybe from a distance. You feel me?
Contact us on Facebook, Altitude Academy SC. Contact us on Facebook and just inquire like that. There's more than one way you can actually support us, whether like just connecting resources about different programs across the country, around the world. It's no limit, man. We giving these kids the full experience of everything, nothing watered down. Full experience, man.
Right. I seen them out there with the RC planes, and I was like, man, I'm trying to go.
Yeah, I want one.
Saying?
Yeah, man.
So
it's going to get better, man. It's going to get better. It's going to get better, man.
Yeah, like this is something that we need national exposure to. This is something that the NAACP should support. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
This is something that's bigger than, it's your brainchild, and I know it comes from a place of love, but it's so important because, like, you literally could be passing through the next Elon Musk. Whatever Elon can't do, you passing on the brainchild for that to a kid. You're never more creative as a human being than as you are as a child. And to have that as a scope, the science, the engineering, whether you want to be a pilot, like all astronauts are pilots, you know what I'm saying? Like you literally taking the ceiling out for a lot of kids, man. And I will always do anything that I can do to support Altitude Academy, man.
I appreciate that, man.
It's so much needed, man. Like we had space camp when we was growing up, cuz, but space camp was gonna cost my mama $1,400 for a week. You know what I'm saying?
How many kids gonna look like you in there to be interested?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you doing it, where you doing it, and the demographic of people that are doing it, like, let me ask you, what does that feel like, man, to see these kids? Maybe these kids have some challenges in their personal life, socially, whatever. I know they got to light up when they show up to events that y'all do.
Yeah, they do. They do. What it feel like? I mean, my ultimate goal is just, believe it or not, it's just being like sitting on the right hand side of the throne, dog, or the Most High, because there ain't no peace like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so if this is my way, you know, kids are the closest thing to God. It's just making sure they straight, making them aware of whatnot. Hey, I'm gonna do it. If this is my avenue to get closer to Him, man, I'm gonna do it. You know, I ain't nobody perfect or whatnot, but yo, that's my whole motivation. Just making sure they straight. Just realize what I didn't have or what I could have had, you know, to put me in position or whatnot. Not saying life is good for myself right now. I can't complain, you know, but just making sure they straight. Bro. That's we got a lot to do. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a long way to go, but I'm looking forward to it though. So, I love this type of stuff. I love it.
That's the perfect way to kind of, we're going to put a button on this one right here until we get you back the next time. We're going into the last call. I think you kind of said it But I'm gonna open it up to you one more time, man. Last call, bar closing, no more drinks. What you gonna tell the people on the way out?
Hey, drive safe. Drive safe.
Drive safe.
Buckle up. Make sure you buckle up and drive safe. Do the speed limit.
I'm hitting that hammer
That's
lane.
a word. That's a word. Carolina Dirt, what's your final call this week?
Support. Just support, man. You could materialistic things and currency is not always support. That shit is microwave support. But real support, I've been down with this dude, his music, sharing his music, not because he asked me to share it. Nah, because when I'm listening to it, that shit feel good and it hit hard. And I be like, somebody else need to listen to this shit like me. Feel like I feel. And I pass on, I pass on to somebody else. Somebody else be like, hey, bro, this dude harder. And they pass on to somebody else. Like, it's support. It don't always have to be something you can touch.
Yeah.
It's generally the love that transfers from one person to another. It was a love vibe he gave to me that he put on a record, and I was like, that shit hard. That shit transferred from him to me, for me to pass on to somebody else and let it hit, like, support each other. I just want to know, like, we go back to the Black Sob.
Hey,
we go back to the baby blue Jeep, man. We
go, Pioneer, baby.
Yeah, we go back, and it's all love. Like I said, once again, I met him through somebody, but I always check on every once in a while. If I don't hear from you in a couple months, I always be like, hey, man, what's good with you?
A true salute for both of you.
You know, just to say he was one of the dopest basketball players I ever met.
Thanks, bro.
One of the dopest people on the mic. But if you listen to this story today, it all came full circle to where it was supposed to be. We started with family. We broke it down from a young man to a grown man who has evolved. He is now gorilla walking on his knuckles.
On my knuckles.
Okay. On his knuckles. But but that's my man right there. That's my man right there.
JB, Jbizzo, Dirty Island Boyz.
Hold up, real quick. We need 5 songs for a time capsule. Just give me any 5 songs for a time capsule. It don't matter what it is.
Hey, back to the fences.
Okay.
Bust it down.
It ain't got to be just yours. It's just a time capsule.
These mine. How you love that? Right. How you love that? And make it shake, baby. Mine.
Okay.
Hey, go on YouTube and look that up.
Okay. That again. D.I.B, Dirty Island Boyz. Look it up on YouTube. Check for my man B.I.Z.O. You know what kind of dude he is, man. He just put it on display over the last hour. Super intelligent, super good heart, investing in the future of our people. Let's just be real. Ain't nothing greater than that, man. You doing something that's almost out of this world of me. Again, I'm going to support it for as long as I possibly can. I'm going to put everybody on it. I want to see it expand. I want to see us in a space, leading in aerospace. You know what I'm saying? Your journey, man, it been long. It been probably hard than a mug. It probably been good all the way through. I salute you for grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do here, man. This is the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. I'm Jay Walking the Third. That's Carolina Dirt. Jbizzo, we appreciate you, man. We gone.
Hey, stay on that.